Hey Saber fans, this is graypaladin, and I have the Incendius from Darkwolf Sabers. So I'm getting ready to unbox the Incendius from Darkwolf Sabers. I ordered this saber empty because in a previous video I got a Golden Harvest V3 LGT core. I put it in another saber just to test it out in that particular video, but I initially ordered it for this hilt right here. I got this in the aluminum finish, not the chrome, and it's the silver, not the black. And then I hope to try my hand at bluing the emitter. I think that would be kind of cool. All right. So, this is actually much bigger than I was expecting. This is really nice. It's quite legit. Almost too legit to quit. All right. I was a little nervous at first that it might have the USB cut on the front for the recharge port, but fortunately no, it's just the 2.1 millimeter, which means the cord that I have will fit this just fine. This hilt looks really, really nice, and this is going to need to get a leather wrap on here too. I think that'll really top it off nice. There's a lot of windows on the emitter here, which I think looks really good. I had my eye on this hilt for a long time. I just couldn't pull the trigger on it, and then finally, when the Golden Harvest V3 core came into stock and I was able to get that, I thought, okay, this is a perfect time and opportunity to get this hilt. But wow, it's look how thick that is. Around the emitter there, it's really nice. A lot of vents on the emitter, which is why I think this would look really cool if it was if I did some bluing on there, because it kind of looks like the energy of the blade itself. It's just the hilt is having a hard time containing all that power, energy, and light that's coming through. So I think bluing this would be really cool. I'm not sure how to do that. I'll YouTube it, Google it, whatever, and figure out a way. So the body does come undone from the emitter, as well as the pommel. And the vented pommel looks really nice. Looks like a lot of sound can get through there. All right, so I've got the core right here. And I've got, actually the hilt came with screws and things, so I don't need that from the core. It's pretty cool. You get everything you need. All right, so there's the core. And here's the bag of fun. So looking at the hilt, I'm seeing just 2 screws on the back side to hold the core in place. I don't see any screws in the front, which I'm a huge fan of. I just hate seeing those 2 screws, one above the recharge port and one below the switch. It just it looks cheap to me for some reason. I'm not really sure why. So I think I will need to do one of the probably one of the pointed screws and then a retention screw. Now I'm wondering how I'm going to keep pull the switch section up and get that in place. That's let's pull the battery out of here. So give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can finagle a way to get the switch section to move up, and then I'll get back to you and see how we're doing from there. Okay, so I figured it out, and it didn't take long at all. This is wonderful. So the bag that you get includes everything that you need for whatever potential setup you may have. So what ended up happening, because normally you would use 2 of these screws to go on the top of the hilt, you know, one above the recharge port and one below the switch. So you have 2 of those. Well, this particular hilt does not have those screws on the top for us to be able to do that, to pull the switch section up. So this is ingenious. There's one really long retention screw right here. And I'm looking and wondering, like, what is this for? Why would I use a retention screw this long, you know, for, let's say, the blade? Well, it just turns out there's 2 holes on the back. One is going to be this short screw here with a pointed end. You have 2 of those in there, which usually goes on the back or the bottom of the saber. So I did that to secure the core in place. Then I used this long retention screw here because I looked on the back of the core and I saw that there was a hole. And in that hole, that retention screw pushes the switch section up. So I just screwed this in all the way, and it pushed the switch section all the way up, so that way you can activate that button. Ingenious Darkwolf LGT, you know, whoever came up with that system, but it works. And then you have 2 retention screws for the blade, which I did put in, and you also have 2 short retention screws, depending on, you know, what your setup may be. So this little bag of fun really sets you up to be able to get your saber functioning the way you need it to, based on what type of hilt you have. So really nice that that is there, and you can figure it out on your own, or watch videos like this one and have someone figure it out for you. So cool. Let's get the battery put in here. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Slide in our body. And insert a demo blade. There are 2 blade retention screws, 1 on each side, so it's at 180 degrees, 1 on each side. And here we go. That's sweet. Man, look how long that hilt is. I'm so surprised at how large this hilt is, and I like it. Usually LGT hilts are kind of smaller, but this is nice. We got a good choke right up here. Of course, we've got the vents in the emitter, and that is going to look even more awesome once I blue that. And then I'm going to try to get a leather wrap on here as well. And since the hilt is so large and long, I got a good resonance chamber in here. Yeah, the speaker is actually sitting right about here. I'm really happy with this.
Sound menu.
The Phantom. The Shadow. Dark Harvest.
The classic villain.
Knighthood. Kylo Ren.
You had to get rid of.
Ascension. Darth Maul. Dathomir will be your prey. Empress Palpatine.
Let's go with Ben Solo. Oh, that suits this saber well. In the words of Han Solo, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
Yeah, you'll do nicely.
Saber fans, I'm really happy with this hilt. I'm really happy with this LGT core. This is sweet. Oh wow. In fact, let's not even fart around with this short demo blade. Let's put a full one in. I'm not gonna be able to swing as much as I'd like in this space sitting down, but I want to be able to see all of the effects and get a good feel for this saber. Yeah, I'm really glad that I bought this hilt.
Choose color profile.
A lot of nice color options on here. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I gotta say, of all of the hilts and things that I've gotten from LGT, this is probably one of my favorites. So definitely expect a demo video of this hilt, because this is really nice. I dig this, like big time. Big time.
I was born to funk and roll in the big time.
Now I'm wondering what the chrome hilt is all about. This aluminum is nice, and and honestly the weight feels pretty good. When I do the review, of course, I'll give you all the dimensions, and I'll weigh it on the scale, and so you know exactly how much it weighs. But the chrome would obviously be a bit heavier than this, but this already feels really good and balanced pretty well just from that little bit of swinging that I did just now. So I'm definitely happy and pleased with this hilt. The Incendius from Darkwolf, and again, the Golden Harvest V3 core is awesome. It's amazing. So pick yourself up one. If you're on the fence, I'm letting you know, you got the GP stamp of approval. Get yourself a core because it's really nice. Thank you very much for watching, and may the Force be with you.